Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in again today. I wanted to just hop on here really quick and do a haul video for you guys. I apologize for my outfit. I'm wearing my pajamas, but I was just kind of having a cozy night at home and just kind of was thinking about all the products that I've been acquiring lately and just wanted to kind of share with you guys some of the things that I picked up, many of which are from Sephora's Friends and Family sale that they just did. It's 20% off, and also Ulta was having a 20% off sale a couple weeks ago as well. So most of these products are either from Ulta or from Sephora, but there's a few other things that I just haven't been acquiring along the way, so I'm just going to kind of get started. I'll start with the stuff that I got from Sephora. First off, I picked up the Tarte Lipsurgence Lip Stain Kit. This is one of the holiday sets. It comes with 5 different of the lip stains, and 3 of them are the lusters, which have a little bit more sparkle in them, and 2 of them are just the regular lip tints, and this was $29. Now, one of these alone typically retails for $24. So it's just an amazing value, and I absolutely love these lip stains. I just think they're super versatile, really wearable, and really moisturizing, really easy to throw in your bag. They have a nice gloss to them, so they're a lot easier to wear, in my opinion, than a lipstick or a gloss, so they're kind of a nice happy medium. The next 2 things I picked up from Sephora are Bobbie Brown concealers. This is actually my first Bobbie Brown purchase I've ever made. I've always wanted to try the Corrector and Creamy Concealer Kit, so I picked up the Corrector in the color Bisque, and also the Creamy Concealer Kit in the color Warm Ivory. So these are working really well for me. I've been really impressed by just the creaminess and the coverage that these provide. For day-to-day for me, I kind of reach for the Creamy Concealer Kit a little more just because I don't have super dark under eye circles. So I don't really find that I need this pink tone that much. But it is nice for those days that you need a little something after you haven't gotten, oops, I just bumped my camera, sorry. Need a little something after you haven't gotten a lot of sleep. And the final thing that I picked up from Sephora is another Bare Essentials Ready Eye Kit, or eyeshadow palette in The Truth. And I included this in my October favorites video. I absolutely love the packaging. It's like a little quad like this, and these are all browns. And I can do a close-up of the colors for you. I just absolutely love the quality of these eyeshadows. I raved about it in my October favorites video, and the fact that they're pressed and portable is definitely preferable for me. I never was a fan of the loose Bare Minerals eyeshadows, so I kind of just thought, you know, I would pick that up. It's $30, so really not too bad of a value for 4 shadows, I don't think. Definitely if you were to invest in a larger palette, you would probably get more product for your money, but I really think that the pigmentation of those shadows is so good that it's really worth the money. So that's all I got at Sephora. I'm going to move on to a few things that I picked up at Ulta. The first is the Ojon Full Detox Rub Out Dry Cleansing Spray. I absolutely love this stuff. I think I've talked about it before in one of my favorites videos, but at first I had bought the small travel size, and if you do the math per ounce, it just doesn't make sense to buy the small size. So I bit the bullet and bought the large size. It's $24, but this will literally last you at least a good 5-6 months. You can use this really sparingly. It has a great scent, and my favorite thing about this dry cleanser as opposed to others that I've used is that it's volumizing and texturizing, so it doesn't just get the oil out, it also kind of adds a little bit of volume and texture to the hair. The next thing I picked up is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer. This is just like a product that everyone always talks about, everybody loves. All my favorite YouTube beauty gurus and beauty bloggers absolutely are obsessed with this product, and I'd been trying to order it on Sephora for a really long time, but it was constantly sold out. Every time I went to a Sephora, it was sold out. So when I spotted it at Ulta, I just decided, okay, maybe it's fate, I should try it, check it out. I'm really liking it so far. It's a really pigmented dark matte bronzer. It's a little darker than what I'm used to using. What I was using before this, let me just see if I can find it. What I was using before was the Neutrogena Healthy Skin Custom Glow Bronzer, and this is probably one of my favorite bronzers. This is from the drugstore, $10, really cheap, but I love the color of this because it's a very warm bronze color, almost a little bit peachy. It has a little bit of shimmer, but not a lot. I'm not completely convinced that this color suits me really well. As you can see, these are quite different, but I am liking it in terms of for being a good contour. I'm wearing it today. It's really matte, really pigmented. You don't have to use a lot, and it smells like chocolate, so that's a plus. And I just love the packaging. I think it's really cute. Final thing that I got from Ulta is the Too Faced Natural Eye Palette. I've never had a Too Faced palette either. I'm kind of just becoming exposed now to all these cult products that everybody always talks about. My sister always had this palette and I always kind of wanted it, but I never actually bit the bullet and bought it. But when I got the 20% off coupon, I just kind of thought, okay, this is a really good incentive. And another reason why I was finally encouraged to buy it was because they've eliminated that drawer. It used to be a lot bulkier and thicker of packaging, and it had this pull-out drawer, which is now no longer there. But these are like some of my favorite kind of colors. I love the warm pinks, the golds, the browns. I like this palette because it has shimmers and it also has matte shades, so it's a really nice variety. You can create tons of looks, and it also has the little cards like all the other Too Faced palettes, so if you're looking to create a look and you don't know exactly where to start, it's kind of a nice and easy way. So that's what I picked up from Ulta. Then I have just a couple random drugstore miscellaneous things that I picked up. First, I have to brag, I got 2 CoverGirl Lip Perfections lipsticks today at the drugstore for $3. I had a $5 extra care bucks from CVS, and I coupled that with a buy one get one free coupon from the Procter & Gamble Saver, and so I got 2 of these lipsticks for $3, which I'm pretty excited about. I just posted a review of these lipsticks and I have to say I'm obsessed. The 2 colors I picked up are Sultry number 200, and this is a nice pinky brown nude color. A nice warm, rich, kind of neutral. I don't know that I would call it a nude. It definitely has a lot of color to it, but a nice warm pinky brown. And then the other one I picked up is called Impassioned number 215, and this is sort of like an orangey red with a bit of shimmer to it. From the swatch, it looked a lot more red than I saw on Temptalia, but here you can see it's more of a burnt gold. Which I think is really pretty for the fall. I always tend to kind of gravitate towards those more orangey, peachy kind of hues than the cool tone hues. So I really like both of those, and for $3, it's a really, really good steal. So I love getting those kind of deals at the drugstore. And then the last drugstore product I have to talk about is another Revlon Colorburst Lip Butter, and this is in the color 40 Red Velvet. It's kind of a warm, reddy brown. So you can see here it looks really dark. I mean, and this is quite pigmented, but as you can see, it's a really nice, deep, cherry red color, which I think will be really pretty for the holidays. Sort of that nice wearable red lip that doesn't take a lot of maintenance. So that was it from the drugstore, and then just a few other random things. I picked up a few of the new Sigmax brushes, and they recently had come out with this new precision line, and it comes in a kit, so it's basically a miniature version of all their original Sigmax brushes. And I had all of those previously until they released the number 86 tapered kabuki brush, which is sort of like a point. So I picked up this because it was the only one that I didn't have. And then in terms of the other kit, there's 4 of the Sigmax precision brushes in that little kit. And of those 4, I just identified 2 that I thought I would actually use. I didn't feel like buying all 4. So the 2 that I picked up were the Precision Round P82. It's a dome-shaped synthetic brush. Sort of similar to, let me find it, my favorite brush. Okay, here it is, sorry. Similar to my favorite brush, which is the Sephora Professional number 57. This is my all-time favorite under eye concealer buffer brush. Now, I thought that this Precision one would be like my new favorite, but as you can see, it's a lot shorter and it's a lot more dense. So in terms of buffing product, it doesn't really buff it that well. Like it doesn't really, I mean it still works, but I kind of prefer the Sephora one because it's more fluffy and it just kind of blends it out easier and faster, whereas this is so dense that it almost like pushes the product. I think if you had a really thick concealer like the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer or something like that that just like you needed to help move it around, I would opt for this one, but in general, I like this one better. So anyway, that was kind of like a sidetrack review. And then the other one that I got is the Precision Flat P80. And this is a miniature version of the F80, which is right here. And this is one of my all-time favorite foundation brushes. It's so great. And I love this one for the chin area, dabbing on foundation or concealer, patting it on, or even buffing it. Even around the nose. There's two more. There's a tapered one, and then there's also an angled one, but I didn't buy those. So my general thoughts on these are that they're great, but they're limited in use, and of the four, you probably don't need to buy all four because a lot of them you could do the same things with. So when you're buying or thinking about buying or looking into buying the Sigmax precision brushes, I would just keep that in mind. Like, they're very similar, so you probably don't need all four unless you just like having millions of brushes laying around, and in that case, go for it. And the final Sigmax brush I picked up is the Sigma Tapered F86 Kabuki. I haven't found a good use for this yet. Originally, when I bought it, I thought that it would be great with my Chanel Soleil de Tan bronzer, which is a cream bronzer. It's supposed to be good for contouring, but it's a little too small in my opinion and a little too harsh. It doesn't really buff out the product the way that I would like. It just kind of creates this like harsh line on my face when I use it. So I think I'm going to opt for this one to kind of blend out highlighter or maybe even just cream blush. I think that I'll like that use a little bit better for this one. In terms of the cream bronzer, my favorite one to use is the Sigma Angled Top Kabuki, which is F84. This one is perfect for a cream bronzer because it kind of just fits right in the hollow of your cheek perfectly, and you just blend it up, blend it around. You know, I just think this works really well and it buffs it as it applies it, whereas this one, it kind of just applies it, and then you look like you have this like sharp line, and then you're probably going to end up just having to go back and rebuff it out with a different brush anyway. So if you like that really chiseled, contoured look, you might love this one, but for me, it wasn't great for bronzer, so I'm probably just going to try it with highlighter or cream blush. And the final part of my haul is I was with my mother at the Lancome counter helping her pick out skincare, and she treated me to a mascara, and that's the Hypnose Drama by Lancome, and I wore this today for the first time and I'm really loving it. Perhaps as much as I love Estee Lauder's Sumptuous mascara. I think both of them are really great, really dramatic, really have that pop to your lashes. And it doesn't make your lashes feel crusty or hard. It's not difficult to remove, so I would definitely recommend this. I was originally going to try the Doll Lash mascara, and the woman at the counter suggested the Hypnose Drama over the Doll Lash. She just thought that it had a little bit more drama, a little bit more volumizing, thickening qualities than the Doll Lash. So as someone that really likes a dramatic lash, I kind of just trusted her opinion. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for tuning into this long and random haul video. If you have any questions on any of these products, please leave me a comment below and I'll get back to you. I'm happy to post swatches on my blog, do another full-length review on any of these products. I love hearing your requests. So again, please leave me a comment, please leave me a request. I'm happy to respond and try to add it to my list. And if you haven't already, please check out my blog, msbeautybitch.wordpress.com, and follow me on Twitter at msbeautybitch. I really appreciate your support, and I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.